in here and get 3-0 bop, you're going 0-9 in map count against the top 3 teams in your division.
And I think what you said was you're more worried to play against Luminosity because the way they've been playing. I think you're more worried the way TK's been playing.
Oh, true.
Because TK has beat Luminosity, you know, in a couple of series, but that was the old TK. But here we go, London Docks hardpoint. We know how good Red Reserve can be. This is one that, well, TK avoided for a very long time, but they're open to playing it now. On board with Joe, a very fast player for Red Reserve. You can see in his movement, he's able to pick up 2.
And you got to think, if you're Red Reserve, maybe looking for a little bit of revenge on this map. Your first loss came yesterday to Optic Gaming. You got smoked here, but before that, you were 11-0. They didn't play it for a long time, trying to show people why they were the London Docks kings in hardpoint.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, they were 11-0. Optic smoked them last night, and then you sort of bring up the discussion. Is it they just haven't played in a while? So many teams vetoed it against them. It's a very sort of tough thing to really discuss because, you know, when you're 11-0, your flow, everything just seems right. You're also confident, your timings are on, but you avoid that map for such a long time. And, well, a great start for Team Kaliber. It looks like they're going to get off to about a 40-point lead. Everybody on a streak right now. And
if there's one thing that Team Kaliber looked good against Echo Fox last night, it was hardpoint, right? They won maps 1 and 4. They were controlled throughout most of those hardpoint games. They look really, really good there, and they're carrying that in here. 36-2 advantage early. Everybody positive on the team. Kenny in position and working towards streaks here. He's about to get flooded. He's going to need some help from the back. Oh, does he? Gets one, tags a second, and now you're really vulnerable here if you're Theory.
Yeah, Theory needs to pick up a couple gunfights. He does. Chino has his back, and now TK. They can watch that gate. There's only one player on Red Reserve pushing that. The rest are going through the back. They're just taking their time. They have to wait for one another. So a great hold so far from Team Kaliber. 62-2. Theory getting pressured on this hard point, but he has so much help. Accuracy and Kenny there to watch over him. Picks up the 4th. That should be a rotation for Red Reserve. So a perfect start for Team Kaliber.
You know, you and I were going back and forth a little bit about who is the 3rd sub for Team Kaliber. We discussed it at length because we've seen Chino do it sometimes. We've seen Accuracy do it sometimes. I actually talked to Accuracy last night. He just basically said, hey, on London Docks, Chino's our 3rd sub. When we go to St. Marie, I'm our 3rd sub. So maybe not a staple flex player on this team, a little bit of the load being shared.
Yeah, and that makes sense because, again, we've seen them both multiple do it, but it's been on those maps. So it makes sense to me, right? They get set up for this lower docks, but I mean, TK, they're already here, already contesting, so a great job. Joe pushing in, though. That first guy in, he's able to pick up 2. But Kenny then respond and picks up 3 and streaks. A huge play from Kenny. Theory also working on streaks, just 10 points away. Gets taken down by Joe.
Yeah, really, really close to having 2 people in a matter of seconds pick up streaks for Team Kaliber. That would just add insult to injury right now as they already have a massive lead in that overall game score. Streaks on top of that would make the even more painful for Red Reserve. And I just wonder if Red are going to turn it around here. I mean, it would be just strange to me to see a team start 11-0, then get smoked twice on this map back-to-back days. It's just, you don't see something like that very often.
Yeah, you definitely don't. But I think one of the big things that's coming up is this Barrels Hill. And these last 2 have been ones that, well, they've changed sort of the meta of this map. It used to be such a focus on that lower docks, but we've seen time and time again, teams are able to earn a ton of points on barrels. But, well, Team Kaliber, they're already here. And, wow, Josh able to stay alive and picks up both players right there. He's on a 4 spree, 1 kill away from streaks.
Well, remember this hardpoint, that's where TK kind of won it against Echo Fox last night. They had like a full 60 hold here where they did really well, but now they're going to have to try and break through and hope that Josh doesn't get streaks. Accuracy with the snap. Rips off Josh's head and stops him short of streaks. A big kill there from him, and now they're flooding in the front. Headshots everywhere from Team Kaliber. Is they're able to contest for a moment, but Red does get the kills in the back. So all this time going to go to them. They get this final 30 seconds, and you're right back in this game. It was a blowout early. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, the big play was from Joe. He was lower docks. He pushed up to middle of stairs, and while TK was all middle map, they were just trying to contest. Joe comes up those stairs, able to pick up 3. Some great shots out of Joe, but not able to clean up Kenny. Team Kaliber, they're trying to rotate for this crane. A couple go down. Should be all set for them, but actually Red Reserve, they get a couple of spawns. TK spawn at the old hill.
Yeah, that's painful. That's just the timing of it. The TK spawn comes in before the red spawn. You still want to spawn at that old hard point, right? You spawn near the objective. So that's just a little bit unlucky kind of for Team Kaliber. Just the timing of when those deaths actually came in. Kenny, as he tries to surge forward, will get dropped. Theory trying to supplement here in support, but can't make it up the steps. Still a few players here. It's going to be a dockside spawn for Team Kaliber as they continue to try and flood the back. But Red, do they have the preferred spawn? They have the hard point for now.
Yeah, and well, that 80-point lead, it is gone. Red Reserve do a great job responding. Lower docks and barrel. Now they have control of crane, and they're just flooding on in. 20 seconds left on crane. before we reset and go to middle. TK still putting pressure on. You see those nades. That's why it's so hard to get time on this hill. You do want to be spawning in the back, but if you get a low spawn, you get a lot of nades on it. You can test for a good amount, but Red doing a solid job.
Who do you think this game one's more important to? I mean, with the way Team Kaliber played last night, just winning the hard points, is this almost kind of a must-win map in the specified?
I think so for TK. We know how solid at Search and Destroy Red Reserve can be, even capture the flag. That's one where, again, we're going to Ardennes Forest where TK's winless so far. I mean, that is the best map for Red Reserve.
I think I saw Kenny tweet last night, said, you know, basically, guys, we're going to pick it up, but we really need to fix our CTF. That's been a huge woe for us. And like you said, unwinless there. They're going to need to turn it around. What was once considered TK's Forest has been a kind of a bane as of recent.
Yeah, and I think the other part to that was our individual performances, right? Especially in hardpoint. You saw it pick up last night in Echo Fox. Kenny off to a great start, but I mean, again, they are in the lead, but that lead is diminishing more and more as well. The guys on Red Reserve start to heat up. They're still getting time. That's Joe in the hill. But
it was,
finally,
what, 90 to 18 or something like that when I first called it out? So, yeah, I mean, it was certainly a significant lead very early in a game, but Red Reserve, like you said, bringing it back. But now TK's got a chance to push this open again because they got a lot of time at Statue, and now they've got the rotation here.
Yeah, Joe just needs to try to stay alive, wait for his teammates. Able to get a nade. Zero gets another one, but, well, TK, they have that top street. You'd see Rated waited for that hill to pop. Zero and Josh are moving in through middle of the gate, but there goes Kenny. He's able to pick up two. That allows Theory and Kenny to push up that streak. Exactly what you want. Kenny working on some more streaks on a 6 spree. This is the superstar we love to see that we saw when they were winning those championships.
Absolutely. He is just a beast right now. Joe gets the better of him, the entry kill, but Theory able to trade it out. That tandem of Theory and Kenny so important for that front line as both end up dropping. He's pressure to Chino. Accuracy, thankfully, his two teammates pop directly on him, so they're going to be able to continue to contest. I mean, neither team's been able to, like, I feel like, pick up a ton of time here. It's been super scrappy outside the opening 30 seconds. For, well, no, never mind. This is actually going to end up being a good, probably 45 seconds for TK, and you got streaks for another player.
Yeah, I think the same thing on the first rotation, right? We saw TK get majority of that time. So just like we saw with the first rotation, they have about a 70-point lead going into lower docks and towards that barrel building. Let's see if the second half, if Red Reserve can turn it around. There are some streaks on Kenny. Let's see how they decide to break this. Yeah, Accuracy's going to call in a glide bomb. He's going to go after Joe. That allows them to get middle statue control and really just rain down fire as they spawn lower docks. But Josh still on the hill. As I just said, Accuracy has this top mid. Great for him, but wow, you saw that response. Instantly challenged top mid out of that hill. A great job by Red Reserve to keep control.
And this is where they can hop right back into it. Lead pushed open for TK. Rated and company trying to hold, but as Rated drops in the back, it's going to be Josh that has to pick up the kill in window, and he's able to do that. Joe here in support as well, trying to free aim the corner. The flood coming in. Accuracy and Kenny get the kills. Now you have top spawn for Red, bottom for Team Kaliber, and it's just going to be a fly into this 50-yard line to try and get into the docks warehouse. But look, edge now to Team Kaliber. They'll get the final 20 or so seconds.
Yeah, Red's got to be careful here as well. They all spawn out top street. Theory, and I believe that's Chino in this barrel building. I love this play out of Kenny. They're going to try and get these kills off rotation, able to pick up two. You can see those two players that just went down. They spawn all the way across the map. Perfect rotation for Team Kaliber. There's just a few more to clean up, and it looks like Red Reserve's trying to really put on a pinch. You can see two are going from middle, two are from the back, but Team Kaliber, they respond. They have the spawns they need. Now they just can't allow Red Reserve to get control through the front door.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to pinch as long as you have Accuracy set up by that back blue truck. He's going to continue to put fire in. Now your option is just to try and contest through the front, right? You see Accuracy's position here. He'll be watching the water lane. Everybody, though, drops inside the hard point, so Red Reserve going to be picking up a ton of time here. You still have some streaks, I believe, on Kenny. You have some on Accuracy as well. So a handful of pilots to work with. And our next hard point is where you may see them invested. You won't have to early, though, because Team Kaliber has the spawn, and they're going to be first in.
Yeah, this is a big break for Red Reserve if they want a chance at this game. A great win from Joe. Accuracy should spawn out. Yeah, he spawns all the way in the back behind that barrel building. Joe, though, trying to do his best to stay alive. Still gets a pretty solid spawn. Red Reserve, great job rotating. Josh picks up the final two. Now they just try to have to hold this hill. They know they're going to get those close spawns. Zero trying to control fire and watch that cross. Let's see what he can do, but Accuracy is going to respond with a fighter pilot of his own.
Fighter pilot comes in, but unfortunately his entire team drops kind of through that process of actually calling in the streak. Two players, though, do spawn out from Red Reserve, and now Team Kaliber has a 4-on-2 as they start to push. One more player still in fire. One spawn close. That was Joe. Accuracy, though, picks it up. That's some awareness there. Nice shots, and finds the final spawner there from Red Reserve. Top mid is going to be Kenny. Kenny dealing with the pressures. They're trying to rotate on through. Accuracy still holding the back here. 210 to 177. TK getting it done and looking to close out the game. They've been stellar in hardpoint. That's been their one go-to game mode the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, Red Reserve, they're just trying to get nades. They finally did. That 10 seconds is going to be picked up, so that makes it still pretty close. A 40-second lead for Team Kaliber. That was some big nades from Red Reserve side, not allowing them to get those final 12. And there we go. Red Reserve get control of this Statue Hill. Chino and Kenny trying to flood through gate. There's Kenny once again, but 2 go down. A mortar strike on the hill. Maybe picks up 1, doesn't. They get off, they avoid it. That does make Rated weak. That allows Accuracy to push down that lower docks. But some solid trades for Red Reserve.
This is a hard point again. We see more and more teams can put together these full 60 holes. Red trying to do it right now. Still a lot of time, though, and Kenny just another two-piece. Time and time again, he's finding those opening kills. And when you tack a second on, so pivotal and trying to get the break. But Red still going to be in. Another fighter pilot. That should be the last fighter pilot then from Team Kaliber. We saw Accuracy use his. Kenny invest his, and they're still getting time. The big thing, though, they're going to have spawns at least for the next hard point, but it's going to be all...
They rotate too early, though, right?
It's going to be very close to a tie game here, Joe.
Yeah, they're going to try and push through. That's one player, Kenny. He's going to try and attack that guy, but he loses that gunfight. So scrap time all to Red Reserve. They're going to take the lead. TK, they invest that last 22 seconds. They get control of this top street. Will it pay off? They've done a great job the first 2 times we've been here.
And Kenny has 43 kills right now.
Kenny's going to spawn out very far away. Rated able to pick one up. This could be the push that Red Reserve need, but Theory's there as well. That's a big gunfight by Theory. Able to pick up another one on Rated. Zero, the last guy alive, but he does have the back spawns with his team. They have to try and contest a little bit. Team Kaliber still in control of this hill. They've done a great job entire game on Main Street.
Yeah, this is where they've really locked it down. So far, so good. A couple kills go their way. Red Reserve, they've been able to contest a couple times, but they've never really been able to get a full break and pick up any decent chunk. 10 more seconds needed for Team Kaliber. Red Reserve trying to bust on through. They've had no streaks to work with. That'd be so huge here to have a fighter pilot, a glide bomb, anything to try and crack through. But the TK wall holds. And there's the game 1 victory for Team Kaliber. And back-to-back losses on London Docks for Red Reserve after that 11-0 start.
I think you nailed it. I think streaks played such a big part. As soon as Red Reserve gets some control on Statue or that crane, that fighter pilot comes in. That just really delays the time for Red Reserve.
I know Red contested on the second a couple times, but did they get a second there?
I don't know. They may not have.
I don't know if they did either. I'm trying to remember how the first one went. For some reason, I was thinking that when we were casting, I was thinking the first one they split the first time through, but you're right, they didn't. That's when they had that big hold. Kenny got the opening kill. Theory survived the hard point. Chino went big as well. We'll have to see it at the end, obviously, when we do the scoreboard there with our stats team and with the analysis test, but I'm not sure if they got a second.
I don't think they did. I mean, TK did such a good job. I mean, it felt like, as soon as it got to sort of a 2v2 skirmish, you saw TK came on top every single time. They forced those lower dock spawns, make Red Reserve try to go all the way around, but even with top street, all you have to do is watch that inner gate. Don't allow them to pinch, and, well, TK pick up game number 1.
And it's interesting for Red, heading into a major tournament, you had sort of a... I mean, is that something you want to ban against them anymore?
Maybe not. Yeah, they're vulnerable now, so...
Yeah.
But again, I think it was just individual performances, right? Team Kaliber, I think you saw Kenny and Accuracy, the superstars of this team, really explode. Finally, what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think the most kills still that I've seen on Docks was that 49 by Formal. Kenny was darn close to that. I don't know what he ended with. It was 43. Might have had a couple more tacked onto the end there, but an incredible performance. Just so many engagements. The guy that was sort of right there with him, just from an engagement standpoint, was Joe, but I think Joe was like -10, and you have plus 15 or so from Kenny. That's a big difference there for guys that are playing at a similar pace.
Yeah, definitely a great game out of Kenny. Accuracy was holding it down. Solid performances, I think, from Theory and Chino. I mean, again, we've been waiting for that third guy. We're always in that discussion. Chino played a pretty solid game, but I think the streaks just from TK really what separated that time. It was a great game, but game numbers 2 and 3 were heading to Ardennes for us. We know both these teams love Ardennes for us, search and destroy.
Yeah, but it's somewhere where, just like we mentioned, London Docks, Red looking unbeatable, really, and now they look a little vulnerable. Same could be said for Ardennes Fort, search and destroy for TK. Once unbeatable, and now you've seen them take a bunch of losses throughout the Pro League. This is somewhere where they certainly are vulnerable. The team that first beat them handily, that I was like, oh, people are figuring them out, was Red Reserve. That was back in I don't know if it was week 1 or week 2 of Division A, but remember they were like triple nading accuracy off spots mid-map.
They were using a lot of smokes as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. They beat them. They beat them handily. That was the first time that I really had thought like, oh wow, that's a team that took it to TK on Ardent Force S&D. So it'll be interesting here. Now the second time they're playing this, that seems so long ago when these guys matched up. But that's the beauty of the double round robin, the cycle we have currently with the Pro League.
It wasn't like the first time TK lost it at New Orleans to like Lightning Pandas or something, like a round 11. So it seemed once Lightning Pandas sort of figured it out, everybody else was like, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Well, here we go. TK up in this best of 5, 1-0. It's our second to last series of the day and of Division A. We already know our playoff teams, but the big thing here. Oh, wait. So Red had to win 3-0, right? So is that story or 3-1? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a very fast B push from Team Kaliber. That smoke just blocks off every line of sight from Zero. Zero has that hunker, still stay alive from those grenades. Josh able to pick up one though. So, well, there's a very fast flame from Joe now. 3 versus 2, but the bomb does get planted.
Can accuracy and theory hold here? Joe starting to inch his way forward. Wrapping back to mid though is accuracy. Accuracy's going to find a kill or two. This could be perfect for accuracy. He's coming up behind a couple.
No,
accuracy coming in. He just sniffed it out.
Yeah.
He gets there maybe a second and a half quicker.
Hold on.
Theory though. Yeah, he's still in this.
It's for the ace as well. Rated just gets right on it.
Perfect stuff.
That buys Theory some time. But I love this play from Rated. Theory.
It's the ditch.
He's going to have to peek it.
It's the ditch.
Oh! He has it as well. And, well, just making sure he was dead. But that's the ace for Theory. A huge play for him.
How many
1 versus 3.
Incredible stuff from Theory. But how many times have we seen a diffuse go through there? That little mound, that lower elevation, people will get it in, but Theory sniffs it out. And what an incredible round from Theory there. I thought once accuracy dropped, they were in trouble. Now Theory took it into his own hands. Great
round out of Theory. Again, as soon as you get that bomb down, anything's possible. That just changes your odds a lot. So a solid round from Theory.
Yeah.
It's that ace.
4-0. He has 600 points. I mean, it's the best start that you could possibly ask for. I mean, not only does he get the plant, he gets the 4 kills. And he's very close to streaks, and he wants them.
Oh, but he gets stunned, and he's playing very risky. He's very far pushed up. Throws a grenade down. There's some shots. All 4 players of Red Reserve are there, so you imagine this is going to be a B hit. Kenny in a very cheeky spot. Theory, though, just going to watch that smoke. Push on through. Gets the kill. Kenny picks up 2 as well. And, well, Team Kaliber is shutting Ardent Forest down once again.
Wow, they look brilliant right now. I mean, that's one of those positions. They didn't have 3 stacked inside a B. Nobody had even rotated over to help yet. It was just Kenny and Theory dominating. And that feels good when you're in a 2v4, right? And you're able to hold it like that. Incredible stuff. And I like that from Theory. You know, you're worried sometimes you're playing for streaks. You're going to play a little slower, a little bit more hesitant, but that's not his role. That's not his job here on Search and Destroy Ardent Force. It's not his job in any mode, really. So he still gets aggressive, gets in behind that smoke, finds his streaks, finds the round, and he's already got 5 kills.
And it seems like not all of Red Reserve didn't change to Mountain, so those streaks will be very strong here in this first round. Zero still sniping this B side. Smokes go down again. A very fast B hit. There's that first blood for Chino in the middle of the map. So Zero, he's going to try and work a pick here. I mean, as soon as that nade hits him,
oh yeah, he's
out of there.
Backing it up. You saw that just from accuracy's POV. That was headed right for him.
Yeah, bomb's going down. Might get cut out here by Rated. Rated might have found a very good timing. Did he see him? Yeah, he did see him. But accuracy's watching over him. Once you get to that spot with an AR, well, great shots out of Rated. But it's so hard to take that guy out of top ruins.
Now it's all Rated. He is spinning in circles and looking at his gun because the rest of his team just...
Goodness.
He literally was spinning in circles because he's probably just frustrated his team died, winded it up, and then pegged accuracy in the face there. Chino, though.
That was awkward.
No, that was funny, though, because it was definitely one of those things where I know Rated's head, he was just like, come on, guys. Like, I just killed him after he planted bomb. You can't all die right after it. He thought the round was lost, but suddenly realized he had a chance once he beamed accuracy top ruins.
Yeah, this is, you could tell Red Reserve, they seem pretty frustrated, trying to think of what they can do. Not a lot of positive facial expressions on that side. TK are rolling in this map number 2. Again, you still have streaks on Theory. Let's see if he decides to use them here.
And another thing that Kenny kind of said last night, he's like, I feel like we're having to learn again, and it's really frustrating, but it's also kind of cool. LOL. I think sort of what he tweeted me.
Oh,
like,
right, yeah.
They're learning again. It's frustrating, but I just think, can they get better? behind it is the big thing. Right now, they're certainly looking like
Bomb
a
getting it
series.
down. Joe's just trying to get it down.
Nope, does not get down. The timing of that beautiful from Theory. That's his 6th kill. Oh, Kenny, I mean, maybe shaved his elbow a little bit, but not able to connect the shot.
Theory there again. Theory 7-2, a strong game, number 2 so far. And again, it just seems Red Reserve aren't even making these rounds close whatsoever. Finally, Rated picks up 2, now 1 versus 2. Rated really the only one performing on the Red Reserve side. Everyone else 0-4, 1-4.
Well, I think that's a bit of why you also saw him spinning in circles, because
yeah,
probably feels like he's playing with bots right now.
It seems that way.
It's like, come on, guys. At least give me some veteran bots.
They do spin in circles. They do crazy
exactly.
It's like, do it like this.
Another round to TK. And this is, again, it's why I highlighted it as one of the matches I was most looking forward to. And it was simply because the struggles of Team Kaliber. And this, I felt it was a big match. Just like, if you get smoked by Rise, smoked by Optic, what's the one match that you can leave feeling good about your team going into Dallas? This would be the only, or going to Dallas, going to Atlanta. This would be the only matchup that, like, is redeeming in a way. I guess I feel like even if he beat Echo Fox like last night, it's just not as, I don't know, not as big to me. Red's a playoff team.
They definitely are. Yeah, and again, I mean, if things work out the way they do, they're going to have to play LG round 1. I mean, there's still a lot of Division B. I mean, we still have that second half, but LG looks to be the best. But here we go. TK, they keep attacking this B site. It has worked out perfectly for them. Red Reserve, they stacked a little bit more. They sent 3. Rated able to pick up 1. Are they going to expect Josh down low? They don't. Chino and Theory get taken down. Finally, a round for Red Reserve.
Finally, some kills for Red Reserve. There they get the victory. I don't know if that's a stretch from Joe or just a sign of, thank God we got a round.
Yeah, I mean, they made adjustments, right? They finally made an adjustment. I mean, TK have just been dominating that B site. We've seen no activity at A. Nothing out middle. I mean, it's just been B. And TK have attacked it perfectly. They defended it perfectly.
We'll be the first team to mix it up, maybe with an A hit. Maybe we'll see it this round. Guys getting locked and loaded. Round 6 now. A big one for Red Reserve. You go down 5-1, you're in a lot of trouble, and here comes the A hit. So it's going to be all on Chino. We'll go to his POV. Smoke is out. His stun doesn't connect. He's immediately going to look towards cave.
Yeah, and accuracy had to back up. Typically, you get some help from middle, but Red Reserve also took over A. But yeah, Chino in a bit of an off angle here. Able to find 1. Can he find the second? He's doing a great job staying alive. Joe finally trades it out, but reinforcements are in for Team Kaliber. Now a 2 versus 2.
Accuracy and Kenny going up against Rated and Zero here. Zero's been spotted. Just need 1 more bullet, but Kenny can't.
Both sides, I think.
Oh, and look at this. Rated's actually pushing through. He's pushing through. They're not going to be ready for this at all. There's a free kill. Accuracy drops. It's now all going to be on Kenny. Heads up play there from Rated as his success continues at 9-5. Don't count out the youngster, though.
Yeah, Zero's going to spot him. This is such a hard gunfight to win if you're Kenny.
Not if you're Kenny.
No.
Oh, now it's 2 players. It's so hard. It's so hard. Trying to sell it like he's got a chance here.
Zero's just wasting time right now, doing a great job just staying alive. The closer he gets, it's going to be tougher because it's just going to be a 1 versus 2. Some good shots from both sides, but there's the double peek. Solid offense from Red.
He had to somehow find that kill while Rated was getting the bomb down. And I don't know how he was supposed to from that position, but he had to somehow turn that into a 1v1. Yeah, once Rated gets out there, that just becomes basically unwinnable.
And Kenny almost wins the gunfight, right? I think both players, Zero and Kenny, when they were in that sort of cave to middle gunfight.
That would have been the difference.
They both were kind of like backing up, though, right? They didn't want to give it up. So that 2v2, that decision from both sides.
Rated pushing through ice to pick up accuracy is what ultimately was the difference there in that 2 versus 2. Now, you've been talking about TK's dominance at B. Is it their turn to take a crack at A? It looks like bomb carrier at least going to be going.
Might use Theory's fighter pilot here. They may use it. Seems like Theory's playing pretty far back. He's rotating over.
Yeah, look for a second.
There's that shadow.
Seemed like Theory was going to A for a moment and then cut back, so this makes sense. Kenny gets a kill too, so this is great. 4 Team Kaliber, and there's Zero. Zero gets into cover.
Yeah, and Rated picks up kills. Now it's a 3v3. Zero responds, but there is the quick trade from accuracy. So 2v2. If Red Reserve get this round, 3 rounds in a row for them, they are right back in this one. So this is going to be a big retake. Rated, he's working on some streaks as well. 11-5 on a 4 streak. I think bomb's going down now. It is. Theory plants it, and that's when you see Red Reserve attack, but accuracy, some great shots on a Rated.
That is just a huge gunfight. Not only do you probably win the round for your team, which you ultimately do, but you stop Rated from getting some streaks. Accuracy continues to just be amazing on this map, especially when he's in power positions with an AR.
Yeah, accuracy having a big series right now. I believe he finished around like 37 in 24 in map number 1. He's continuing here in map 2. Great attack, and really that just started with Kenny. He got first blood on Josh. Josh tried being sneaky. He saw him go into Bell with that shadow and tried challenging him, but Kenny was ready for it.
Well, this could be the last round if TK can get the victory here, but it will be offense for Red Reserve. Rated with bomb, and this is a fast hit up through mid. Chino can't win it. The player behind him is going to drop as well, but Kenny and Theory getting it done. This is 3 rounds in a row that have been turned into 2v2s pretty quickly.
Yeah, and TK were making some adjustments. They knew what Red Reserve did the offense prior, where they just went up middle. They took control. So Chino goes right down the middle. They trade some gunfights now, 2 versus 2. Looks like rated in 0. They're going to get that bomb down at B. It'll be another retake at this B bomb site.
And 0 already thinking about them pushing through the back. They got vision on bomb. They're expecting to hit their belt. They're ready. Wow! Kenny jumps up and just takes off Rated's head. It's going to be a 1v1. Kenny gets both. Kenny lighting up bodies, and Kenny gets TK the victory there in game 2. He sent Rated to the Shadow Realm there. Just popped
the
up,
upside down.
just gone. Gone.
A great round out of Kenny. I mean, that's what we expect. I mean, that's the sort of plays that he's able to make on the map. You can see how frustrated Red is. Both of them, all of them are a bit of a disbelief right now.
Well, they read it properly too. Is what's painful. Like they expected to push through to come back in through Bell, but Kenny gets shot first, has to back down, and just hops up, goes vertical, and melts Rated. That was sick, man. And right now it's TK up 2-0, looking for some redemption, looking for some pride. A 3-0 here over Red would be huge. Can they get it done? We'll find out after this quick break. Let's take a look at our play of the game presented by Scuff. It is our final round. It's a 2 versus 2. Team Kaliber push all the way through ice and wrap to the flank. Red Reserve during this go ahead and get bombed down. And then in a matter of moments, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I think Kenny just got some magical powers here at the end. You're going to see it. So Zero is reading this properly. You can see both of Red Reserve back up towards his bell. They get the bomb down. You have Rated watching his back. But you see Kenny and Theory, they both have subs. And what a nice little shoulder peek. There's the jump shot on the Rated. Theory gets traded. And well, Kenny's still a little weak from the pass gun fight. Nice little drop shot there. Actual little love on a Zero. A great round out of Team Kaliber.
Yeah, just a little extra love. But no, that was a sick play. Absolutely. I mean, that's just frustrating. I think you saw the face of frustration from Red because they read it right. They played it right. Just unfortunately, Kenny guns both.
Yeah, Red Reserve just seems a little bit out of it, right? Like it just seems like that energy. They don't have it right now. Typically, you see Josh just talking like crazy. You see Rated screaming. There's none of that right now. But if there's a place they can turn it around, it's Arden Forest capture the flag, where Red Reserve, I believe, is 7 or 8-1. On the other side, Team Kaliber, they don't have a win on it in stage 1.
You know, remember, I think it was Chance that I spoke with, and back when I basically made the comments that, you know, I thought people were catching up to Team Kaliber, I told him I wanted him to kind of debate me on it, like argue the other side of it, and just play devil's advocate. And he was like, he thinks they're going to be fine at the majors because they're trying to widen their map pool here. They're playing stuff they're not necessarily comfortable on, like something like this. Maybe they're playing Arden Force just to try and improve on it. You know, you haven't got a victory yet. I don't know. Just a thought from our buddy Chance.
Well, I think if they were trying to widen the map pool, they would play London Dosh, which they haven't played all year.
That's a good point, bro.
Yeah, boom, counter argument. All right, here we go.
Screw you, Chance.
Off the break, both teams just fighting for mid-map control, but TK, they're going to play look at this. 3 go-up ruins off spawn. Accuracy, he's watching the cross-hand middle. This can get scary now. Joe, he's headed right up bunker on your mini-map. He's going to go for a pull here. There's 1 player left. That's Theory. He actually got through. He might try to pull it. Nope, he's not pulling. He's playing sneaky. But Red Reserve, they don't have this cut off.
And Theory has got a chance here. They cut it back mid, though. They cut up and up. Well, now that's likely a score. Well, there's a couple players here. Kenny.
And that's a nice nade. That stops him.
Oh, God, they're swarming in. He needs help. Zero, all the help you need, baby. Accuracy and Kenny get fried. The score goes in the opening 60 seconds. Red take control of game 3.
And I think the reason why that Red Reserve is just so strong on this map is because of the decision-making of Joe as a submachine gun player. He is willing to literally run into bunker, checks his corners, and just pull the flag. Even if he gets shot at, he's like, okay, I'm going to just go for this if I get it out. I know that's an opportunity for us. You don't see a lot of submachine gun players do it.
I have made this a criticism of teams like Era, of teams like Optic, where sometimes they'll get control, they'll be pushed up the bunker or to the opposite flag, and no one's the guy that just goes. Like sometimes, even if they run out and eat bullets, like you need someone to push out and just be the meat shield or get the flag and get out. Like sometimes people play too safe. No one wants to be selfless and go for it.
Yeah, and look what Red's doing. So Joe's the key man here. So as soon as one goes, he's going to start pushing through this flank. Able to pick up that one on Chino, and there we go. Another flag opportunity. And he times it perfectly so that when he pulls this, there's still spawning ruins. Because he starts on that ruin side. That's when he's blocking the spawn.
Wow.
Well, Joe, some great shots there.
You know what this is?
What is this?
It's the Joe Show.
Well, we'll see. As Accuracy and Theory get a kill, the counter is on, and the player is pushing towards him.
God.
He's got to be careful here. He wanted to call on the score streak. Joe needs to win this one. He does. There is another player on him. Pushing through that ice. Josh able to pick that guy up. Now we're going to go into a bit of stalemate, but if you're Red Reserve, you have the advantage. You have those streaks.
1 score for Team Kaliber in this
They see that guy middle? I hope so.
Would be massive from this side. They need to win this stalemate, but it's the streaks, man, that are so scary. Especially when you have them in your flag carrier's hand. A perfect play. You can kind of hide the back, use streaks. Here we go.
I wonder if, yeah. I'll talk about it after, but here we go. Joe calling in that fighter pilot. He's able to see Kenny, but that's about it. He's trying to get some good shots onto that flag, but not able to. Spots Kenny, great shots onto him. Zero able to get another. Now they're attacking that flag. Accuracy in a one-on-one with Zero. Can he buy enough time to get help from Theory? Here we go. A great win by Accuracy. That's going to give them, you know, another chance at this.
They're staying alive. Joe still has that streak going, still carrying the flag. Accuracy, a little bit of a streak, also carrying the flag. And he gets a score here, he gets a lot of streaks too. He gets everything.
But I was going to say is I wonder if Joe wants to sort of, if they get a couple down, I wonder if someone shoots him and picks up the flag so he can be the active one, right? He's the guy that wants to go call in those streaks and be proactive with them.
And he's already got the streaks too. So like, yeah, like you're punishing him. Like if you wouldn't do that for his accuracy right now because he needs a killer score to get the streaks. But Joe, you've already got him. Definitely worth considering. I mean, yeah, you want him flying around the map, right? Being a little gnat.
Okay. Well, here we go. Theory picks one up on Josh. Now they're trying to fight Zero. Zero gets taken down now. Well, Joe's left in a 1 versus 2. Those players spawn out cabin. Are they going to be able to get this flag? No, and they have to be careful here as this could be a relay opportunity for Team Kaliber. Kenny and Theory able to pick up another 2. There's 1 player left at 0. They know he's back there as well. But a player spawned middle alley. That was Joe, but they take it ice, and now a player spawns cabin. That was crazy.
Yeah, these spawns at the moment, they're still going to get this. They're still going to get the touch.
Yeah, Joe's trying to get this guy out of here.
Well, win from a red advantage could be a very big TK advantage. Can they get the second one through? Chino makes the play. That's a score. That is out. From a 1-0 lead for Red to a 2-1 edge for Team Kaliber. You had streaks for Red early. You had the score in the opening 60 seconds. Everything looked good for TK, or for Red. But now that TK gets these in, and from this side of the map, this is a 3-0. This is a 3-0.
We shall see. A very solid half, and as you said, they turn around very quickly. That's what's scary about those stalemates. When you get a kill or 2, you get that flag, the opportunity, you're in their base, right? So you can get that flag again. And that is how they get 2 flags in about a minute. So accuracy, he's in a end and a half, about 115 off of streaks.
Yeah, this was, I mean, you would have to. It is going to be difficult for TK to lose this in my eyes.
They still have streaks, the lead. Red Reserve still has streaks, right?
True.
With Joe.
You have some on TK as well, right? Oh, did accuracy not get the streaks with the score?
Not yet, no.
Oh.
He's 115 off.
Oh, okay. I thought he got it when he put the score through for some reason.
So Red Reserve,
that's the one. Streaks, yeah. That's the one good thing, I guess. Then they get the streaks. But still, from this side of the map, man. Well, can we watch accuracy then off the break and see if he can get these streaks? Obviously, we can hop elsewhere if we need to. So Joe has glide bomb, mortar, and then you do have a fighter pilot. So there is 1 streak already on.
I believe that was Theory.
Okay. Let's see if accuracy can get these streaks early.
I believe you saw Rated have a carbine, an M1A1. So that is something new. Had a bit of a change in the last update.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I haven't really seen it used though at all.
We'll see what Raid is able to do. Accuracy still holding this down, but watch that mini map number 3. That's Theory. He's gonna go for a pull. Rated might be able to take him down. He does, but he's getting chased by 3 players on Red Reserve. Mortar Strike comes in, slows his flag pull. But Theory has help from accuracy, but a great job by Red Reserve to not extend that lead for TK.
Yeah, that is a big stop. And Mortar, a big part of why they're able to at least hold there. So 1 streak will be invested. And yep, Rated will be using that M1A1. Let's see if he can make some plays with that here. I'm not sure if that's him also thinking this is a 3-0 or just trying something a little bit different more than likely.
I mean, you know, the fire rate got updated. We'll see, though, if Joe can... He still has a glide bomb. There we go. 3-0 down for TK. 1 player left, just spawned up. That's Theory. He's going to be able to stop this, able to find 1. Puts a great name on the flag. Stops that push.
This is the Team Kaliber you knew and loved. They are looking so strong in this series. 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from 3-0ing. What many would say is the best team in Europe and maybe one of the best 5 teams in the world right now. I think this is a big, big victory for TK if they can close it out.
I'm still only up 1. They are...
up 1 from this side, though. I just feel like it feels like you're up 3.
0 and Rated are pushing through. Rated gets taken down, so now 0 trying to do the best he can, but you imagine he's going to get cleaned up. He does. And there we go. Accuracy picks up 2. Ooh. Nice shots from Joe.
Yeah, Joe's been shooting very well this year. Well, him and Kenny specifically with those subs at range. There's been some nice long-distance kills. Obviously, the advanced rifling going to help a bit there, but I think you saw Prime than a couple of those guys.
Every time we've watched Rated, he hasn't shot it once.
I think right when we hopped off him last time,
he got a kill.
Yeah. Right.
But since we've been watching, he hasn't shot it. There we go. Able to get 1 on Theory.
That does shoot quick.
Does shoot very fast. I believe it's a 3-bullet kill.
I was just about to ask you. I was like, that can't be a 2-bullet kill. That would be unstoppable with how quickly that shoots.
Yeah, imagine we'd think about that one.
2.5 minutes now. Streak invested. They able to go for this. They're spawning him up L. There is an overextension on the other side as well.
Rated's already there. Rated has some 1-on-1 now. and he is able to do so. Josh wins another. And Joe, I think, still has a glide bomb, if I remember correctly. He does. And he's going to be able to see Kenny. He's going to land it in the roof. Great job by Joe. Just a 1 versus 1, but a huge win by Chino. That will buy him some time. Again, the old TK, the clutch TK, they may be back. Some big plays, but Joe sneaks on through. But I think someone saw him. Accuracy saw him. Another stalemate situation.
And this stalemate, I mean, the longer it goes, the better this is for TK. I mean, unless they lose the stalemate, but I mean, you want more time off this clock as you have the lead. So you can they hold on just a little while longer. Accuracy hitting just about every brick in Ruins there. Just trying to take out Joe.
It continues to do so. He doesn't like those Ruins. Still some great shots on the Josh and the Joe. So hard to get him out of that position. That just buys TK more time, right? So they're hanging out. Zero, though, able to lock down Cabin. Kenny there able to trade very quickly. So map control in favor of Team Kaliber.
So we'll have our 80 or so seconds here, then 60 seconds of extra time if this holds. And that's all the time Red Reserve have. I believe all the streaks have now been used from Red. I don't think Accuracy picked them up earlier, so I think all streaks are gone from both teams, unless I missed something. Just checking them real quick. Yep. Okay. Just want to make sure. Yep. All streaks gone. Chino, the only one really close. I mean, if he is somehow able to pick up streaks here, it's going to make extra time even more frustrating for Red Reserve.
Some nice nades coming in. A smoke coming in as well. Here's the thing, though. Red Reserve, they're attacking with 3. TK, they're defending with 4. So advantage into their favor. Kenny's able to pick up 2. Unless Josh pulls out a miracle. Yep, another stop. And 30 seconds left. We will go into extra time, as you said. So about 90 seconds left for Red Reserve to pull something out.
Theory, gotten up into an aggressive position here in Ruins. This is probably going to give him at least 1 free kill onto Joe as he pushes through.
Yep, definitely will.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I mean, this is the perfect time. You have the lead. Play sneaky. Play slow.
How did Zero get here?
Oh, what in the...
Zero, he wins it, and this is scary because the relay's on. The relay could happen. Here we go. Zero still in the base. He has to get a fly touch in 3 seconds to send it into extra time. Does. But there we go. I have no idea how Zero got there.
Okay, that I'm going to have to watch back. How in the
look
heck?
at that. No
I mean, so he didn't get through Ruins, obviously.
I think he went through.
They had people in Cabin. Was it like somehow an awkward timing in mid-map?
I think it was.
Or at Cabin, awkward.
Yeah. Snuck through Cabin.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, we've seen that happen a lot, like an awkward play there around those Cabin walls where someone's able to slip through. Unbelievable. Wow. So as clutch as TK was looking, that hurts because you thought you had this 3-0. Now let's get into extra time. And Chino ends up dropping. Remember, Chino was very close to streaks as well. So,
I mean, he just probably didn't expect that.
Oh, absolutely. He was not primed for a gunfight whatsoever. He was probably eating like a ham and cheese sandwich up on stage as he's been standing there for 3 minutes.
I don't think we had ham and cheese sandwiches at catering today. But
lasagna.
Yeah, that's what we have.
Oh my gosh. Revan probably came in and made one for Chino.
He probably did.
That's his favorite. But rated now, he's 375 towards streaks.
Oh, well, 3 go down. Zero has to do his best. Oh, that would have been a big kill to slow something down. Nice nade. Might pick up 1. It's going to make another player weak, but Kenny playing so quick. Is he expecting to be here? No. But that doesn't help TK. Now Red Reserve. 1 player already in bunker. That's Joe, as you would expect. But he's going to get cut off. So Joe going to have to make a miracle happen here. Has to win this gunfight on Chino. Not able to do so.
That's a very quick score.
Yeah, it's going to be about...
Do you give it to Chino here? Let Chino kill.
No, he'll get it.
Oh, he gets streaks too. You're right. You're okay. So they were both very close. Let's say Chino was like 500 something. So you got a couple players that might have streaks here. This is if Red do this, props, because you're going to have to deal with streaks. You have 60 seconds. None of them have Mountain out. Yeah, I mean this should be done.
Should be, yeah, accuracy. And I imagine if, even 1 or 2 kills go their way or the way of Red Reserve, he's just going to play slow. Yeah, you see how he's playing slow. There we go. Chino's able to pick up 1. The push coming from middle. That allows accuracy to push up. What he was doing was just playing safeguard. In case a few go down, he was just trying to streak a couple and really slow down the push. 40 seconds left. 1 player is trying to get in. That's Zero. Some shots on Zero. Does take him down. That's another streak for Chino. So
you got 4 streaks you can use here. If somehow everything
is done,
you could just litter the battlefield right now with streaks for the remaining 30 seconds. Really, like literally, this could be streak on streak on streak right now. Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be.
Joe's the last guy. He's going to try and go for a touch. Hello.
Yeah.
That is the game. 3-0 to Team Kaliber, and this was just not the Red Reserve, I mean, that we expected. Wise, they just seem frustrated today.
Is that what well, I think partially that. I think Team Kaliber knew how important this was, you know. This is another playoff team you're going up against. You know, you got beat up by Rise, you got beat up by Optic. Now you come in here and hand Red a 3-0. That's a big victory for Team Kaliber, maybe a confidence booster heading into Atlanta, heading into playoffs. Kenny, accuracy, Chino, Theory, the boys superb in that one. Red Reserve